In this video, we're going to be making vegetable unripe pottage using some basic vegetables, that is pumpkin leaves and some scent leaves. You can also substitute your scent leaves with some mint leaves or parsley, anyone that's available to you. So we're using unripe plantains for this. I have cleaned these plantains, I have washed them well with salt and running water. Then I'm just slicing them into sizable and eatable chunks. So if you are new here, please help me subscribe to my channel, like this video and share with your friends. So I'm just going to slice this and blanch them in hot water. I am going to be blanching this. I'm not cooking them immediately directly. I'm going to blanch this because if you don't blanch this, it's going to have a weird taste, a starchy taste, which you won't like in your meal. So you want to blanch them for about 15 minutes in very hot water for like 15 minutes. So you will see what I'm talking about. This is the pot with hot water. I'm just going to blanch them for about 10 to 15 minutes and allow it to do its thing. So of course we'll be using some protein. I'm going to be using chicken gizzard for this recipe. To it I'll add some chopped onions, Scotch bonnet pepper, seasoning cubes and some salt. I'm sorry if my camera is shaking, it will stop very soon. So I'm just going to stir this combine gently. Then I will just add some water, allow it to cook for about 7 minutes. Don't allow your gizzard to be too soft because you won't like it if it is too soft. So once our plantains are blanched, I will just sift it. I'll just sieve, not sift, sieve it very well, and I will rinse it very well. Make sure you rinse your hands while you're doing this because you don't want people to eat germs from your skin. So you just want to clean this properly and put under hot water on fire. So I'm just slicing the pumpkin leaves so that it will be easier for me to very easy for me to cook everything together. So I'll just add a blanched plantain into another pot of boiling water and allow this to come to a rolling boil for about 15 minutes. Of course, we'll blend in some crayfish, pepper and some onions. I'm going to blend this till it's very smooth. Then once that is well blended, I will begin adding my palm oil into the plantains and I'll add the blended crayfish, pepper and onions. I'll give this a gentle stir and allow it to cook for about 10 more minutes. You don't want your plantains to be too soft, but me, I like it very soft, so I made mine very soft. But some people, it just depends on your texture and your taste. So I'm just going to add some black fish into it once it comes to a boil, and I'll add the gizzard. Take note that I've not added any seasoning to this because the black fish contains a lot of salt and the gizzard also has salt in it. So I'm just going to stir this, allow this to come to a boil for about 5 minutes. Then I'll season with some seasoning cubes because I noticed that it still needed some seasoning. Like the seasoning no touch the seasoning did not touch it very well. Then I'll begin adding my vegetables. I'll start with the scent leaves. I'll just add the scent leaves into it. Then I'll stir small. Then I'll add the pumpkin leaves and stir completely. So you want to turn off the heat at this point because you don't want the vegetables to be overcooked. If you watch to this point, please help me subscribe to my channel and like this video. I'm really grateful for having you guys around. Thanks a lot.